Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense, and I am Tootie. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to this video. So I'm gonna make this real quick. It's gonna be a quick and easy one, y'all. So first, what's going on right now? That news, maybe about an hour ago, broke that Jerry Springer has died from. Everyone know the Jerry Springer show. Jerry, and the women getting their beads, and of course, there's been spinoff Steve Wilco. What used to be the bodyguard, used to run up there, break up the fight after they hit each other a couple times, stuff. So Jerry Springer has died at the age of 79, and I want to show the article. This is from the New York Times. No. Is it there? Let me see. Let me look. Let me look. Yes. Okay. So Jerry Springer hosts on an unapologetic brass talk show, dies at 79. So Jerry Springer, the brash talk show host who mediated tumultuous relationships and family feud, who briefly served as a mayor of Cincinnati, died on Thursday at his home in Chicago. Yeah, I didn't even know he was from Chicago. I didn't even know he was out here. Not like I could go in his neighborhood. It's probably one of them expensive ones. Not like I ever run across him. But I didn't even know he was out here in my hometown, y'all. He was 79 years old. Mr. Springer death after a brief illness was confirmed in a statement by Gene Gavin, a family friend and executive producer of Mr. Springer podcast. The Jerry Springer Show ran for nearly 3 decades, reaching its peak viewership in the 1990s. No matter what sort of drama had taken place in front of a studio audience and viewers tuning in from home, Mrs. Springer ended each segment with a signature sign-off: "Take care of yourself and each other."
Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
So that's all the news that they have right now. They said a brief illness, don't know what the illness is or anything like that, but he died at his home in Chicago. I wanted to talk about also Tamika Scott, the latest on Tamika. This is like a long running Tamika Scott and Latocha Scott, like a long running drama that started from this one little TV show, right? Now, one thing that they both do agree on, Tamika, of course, did an interview with the Cocktails of the Queens. Now, Latocha did her interview with Cocktails of the Queen first, and then Tamika did her interview. Tamika have also been on the tour doing interviews because she's supposed to be promoting her gospel album, but since everything came out with Escape, of course, everybody's asking the questions about what happened with you and your sister. Did y'all steal that money and go to jail or not? Like, with Rocky, they haven't. What I haven't seen on the interview of them asking Rocky about his relationship with R. Kelly, because I don't know if y'all watch Conscious TV. I'm gonna try to link it in this video with the video that I compiled about Rocky, because Rocky was on Tasha K. He said he did an interview with BBC. He was like, I'm Rocky. I'm Rocky Land Records. I did an interview with BBC about R. Kelly. So I put that interview along with the Tasha K one when he's talking about R. Kelly and Aaliyah had got married. Then he said he wasn't at the wedding. Then he said he was at the wedding. Then he said he never seen anything inappropriate with R. Kelly and little girls. But then he said that he was the one who was out there, and he would have to mediate who was coming back there to see R. Kelly. He was like the one who picked the girls, and he would be like, no, ask ages and not let the young girls back there. So R. Kelly wasn't with any young girls. But then he go and say, oh, well, R. Kelly didn't care about no age. He didn't care. He liked women, young, old, it didn't matter. But how would you know that if he wasn't never around no young girls in front of you? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. What else did this man end up saying? He ended up admitting to being at the wedding. He said he was at the wedding. I don't know if any of that is true, because in the documentary it showed the marriage certificate for 1994. But then he said he said he started working for R. Kelly in 1996. So it's possible that he known him before that and was at the wedding. But I'm like, sometimes it sounds like Rocky be talking to be talking to get some clout. But I said I wanted to doing these interviews. They asked me about that 30K. Oh, they and then on Conscious TV, he's a YouTube personality. He had Javante, I want to say it's her name. I don't know. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but she was one of the women on Surviving R. Kelly. And she came up and she actually didn't mention Rocky. And she was like, yeah, I know Rocky. Rocky have a reputation himself. And I said, I don't know if Conscious TV caught it or not, because he didn't. I would be like, hold on, wait a minute, because he didn't ask some more questions about it. And I'm like, what you mean, Rocky? He got a reputation for doing what now? What Rocky known for? Besides stealing.
So this ain't stealing.
Because I don't steal. Yeah, that's a mess. So they've been Latocha and Rocky been on their tour doing radio, doing interviews supposed to be for her gospel album, but she somehow end up always bringing up. Well, I shouldn't say she questions is asked and Escape is talked about. So and usually Candy too. They usually bring up Candy. So now when Tamika did her Cocktail with the Queens interview, she was very emotional. She cried a lot. She seemed very genuine about her relationship with her sister. So she said that they're not speaking. And she said, she want the best for her. She's talking about Latocha. She want her to love herself and don't let nobody stop you from being you. Because you were who you were before you met him. Everybody like, him who? Y'all know she talking about Rocky.
So this ain't stealing.
And you're going to be a star with or without him. So I was like, that's nice, because she could have said Rocky, but you ain't what's understood ain't got to be said. So she said him. And she was telling her sister, love yourself. Don't be worried about everything else or everybody else. Love yourself. You was a star before him. Don't act like, because she was already in Escape when she met R. Kelly. Rocky, them eyes, baby, be something. She was already in Escape when she met Rocky. So she was like, you was a star before you met him, girl. You'll be a star with or without him, but don't lose who you are trying to be with this fool. And she also said if she could do it over, she wouldn't. The TV show, they asked her about, it's like, what everybody asks, you just had season 1, y'all done went viral. Are you going to do a season 2? So she was like, no, if I could do it all over again, she wouldn't even do the show the first time. And to Latocha credit, she said the same thing on, it was an interview that Kendra G has, and I think it's on her. It's either on her or WGCI Instagram page. Well, she said that what she thought the TV show was not what it was about. It was supposed to have been about women empowerment. These two girls groups who've been around for, at that time, Escape was 29 years, SWV was 30 years. Now they've been around for 30 and 31 years, because that was back when they recorded. But that's what it was ran on. Now Latocha's spin on it was she didn't like it because it ended up being an attack. Everybody just attacking her. Everywhere she goes, she got attacked online, on the show. And Mona Scott, and the way the producer set it up, they just set it up for her to be attacked. And I'm looking like, I don't know if they set it up for you to be attacked, because, they didn't set up, they ain't know nothing about that 30K. when it happened. It'd be different if they was around 10 years ago, told y'all to take that 30K allegedly, if y'all took it. It would be different if they was around then, they waited and held it like, y'all know what, let's do a TV show, because I remember when she took that 30K, and we can go ahead and put a spin on that and make it all about that. It's just so happened that came out, and she's gonna do what she's gonna do. She's gonna get the money, get the viewership, because she know that drama sells. I think everybody watched the show and tuned in because everybody has some type of family drama. And I think a lot of people now are riding with Tamika because a lot of us is black sheep of our family. Whether you're the true black sheep or not, a lot of people feel like the black sheep, the underdog, and they're more rooting for Tamika, because Tamika seems like she has the personality where she was actually ratting for her sister, and was actually just like held back a lot and wanted to showcase her sister, and that she was the underdog. It was always, Latasha could sing, and she was the underdog. So I think a lot of people are riding for her, and they see Latasha behavior, and they don't like it. So that's one thing that they do agree on. That they Tamika said that if she could do the show over again, she wouldn't. And she said because Escape was viewed as disrespectful to SWV, and that's not the way she she said she loved those ladies. They were her friends. She viewed them as friends. She said she didn't with going into a reality TV show, most of the time you're able to promote. So she thought she'll be able to promote all her her products because she has a book, she has a season line, a seasoning, like cooking seasoning. I think she said she has. She said, but they were recording. They had recorded. Tiny was cooking from out her book. Tiny was using her seasoning. Tiny made one of her drinks, so I'm assuming she got drinks either in a cookbook or something separate that she has drinks. She bought seasoning to Taj. She created 8 different spices doing. Look at that. Somebody just called me. She created 8 different spices during the pandemic. And the spices is called Tamika Scott Southern Fuse. She has her own cookbook. That one's called Table Set Cooking with Tamika. And then she just did the song tonight with Method Man. Baby, I like that song. That sounds like some old school Mary J. Blige. You're all I need. That's what it's reminiscent of. It tonight, tonight, all right. I want get it, girl, get it, girl, get it, get it, girl, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Oh, y'all see my can y'all see my shirt? My Eagle shirt. These are just an example of one of the Rhinestone shirts that I made. So yeah, I can hopefully y'all can see the shirt. I'm trying to pull it down so y'all can see it. But that's my shirt, y'all. Contact me, inbox me if you want a shirt. Shirt like this goes for around $30. But I'm talking about Tamika stuff. Let me promote my own, okay? But so I said with the similarities that Tamika and Latasha had said about the show and what they thought it would be and what it ended up being. I believe that they're both telling the truth on that part. And I know I've seen a lot of commentaries of people saying how you don't know, who Mona Scott is in the shows that she does. Now, once I didn't sign the deal, I probably would have went and looked, or before I signed the deal, I would went and looked. But you guys, I don't know no doggone Mona Scott, and I did not watch reality TV. I watched this show because I'm like, oh, SWV Escape, two big girl groups. Haven't heard from them in a while. I want to watch this, see what that's about. But I think she's loving hip hop, Mona Scott. I have not watched no Mona Scott Love and Happy, but I do not watch reality TV. I see a lot of people on YouTube get their big start and get their big audience from doing reviews on reality TV shows, but I'm like, I don't watch reality TV. I used to watch Bad Girls Club. I think that was Basketball Wives when it was what's her name? Evelyn, Shani, and Tammy when it was around that, and I watched like maybe 1 or 2 seasons of that. But other reality series, I'm really into like zombies, into the action movies, and the drama, murder, How to Get Away with Murder, Grey's Anatomy, things of that nature. So I'm like, I Walking Dead, Gangs of Thrones. My husband's a big Star Wars person, so we didn't watch all those spinoff. We didn't watch Mandalorian. He watched the Rebels, the animation, the Rebels. We didn't watch it, Bubble Fat. We didn't watch everything. So I'm usually over here watching something like that. And so I don't really watch reality TV shows. So if somebody was like, "Hey, oh Mona Scott, you want to do a reality show with you?" She'll probably get me too. So I'm saying that with Latasha and with Tamika, I could understand if they don't know, never watched those shows, don't know who Mona Scott was, and somebody come to you with a business proposition and say, "Hey, we want to do a reality TV show about your group, y'all 30-year anniversary, and about going on tour." She probably would have got me. She probably would have got me. Yeah, I would have been like, "Okay, what else you want to do? That sounds great the same way they was. That sounds great. And her whole time. They just waiting for some drama to happen so you can get it. So this is I have the cover of her. Look at her. She look cute right there. I like her hair and everything. She look cute, real cute right there. That's her, the Tamika Scott Method Man. Tonight, I. That's what she had. And I wonder how it's doing. And then actually, when you put in her name on YouTube, there's another song, and it says 8 months ago. I don't know when it came out. That's probably when it was uploaded to YouTube. But her and Avant had a song together, and I'm like, oh, okay. And it sounded very nice. And I was like, oh, she keep going with this. I think she would actually have a spark of a solo career because her personality, and she seems like a genuine person, but she actually can sing, and all her songs are reminiscent of the 90s, the early 2000s. And people, a lot of people, especially y'all, people my age, we miss that type of music. Like Queen Naija, I like Queen Naija because she's more reminiscent of that. So I'm like, you don't have too many artists out here who has that sound like that, who actually sings. They that's not a song. But I can't think of that off my head, so that's what I'm saying. Like it's more of a just almost a talk sing thing instead of like bellowing out them notes and singing, baby. You got to sing. So like she may have a comeback and be very, very good, yeah. Now the one funny thing, I said Jerry Springer have passed. Now this video went viral maybe a week or two ago, but it's with the 70. How old was this lady? 68. She was 68-year-old white woman who has spit on this black woman, and she was telling the black woman she don't belong there at the hotel at the Days Inn. I'm like, baby, you act like this to Drake. It's a Days Inn. Everybody belong at the Days Inn. Don't act like this some type of hack. Anywho, I'm gonna go off into a tangent, y'all. I'm gonna go off into a tangent. But she tell that black lady she don't belong there, right? And the black lady's trying to walk away, mind her business. The white lady come over and spits on her. And when I tell you she worked the over. So give me 1 minute, y'all. I'm gonna have to plug up. This battery's finna die on me. Don't die. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh. So I don't know if they're gonna let it play. Let me just take it because you don't actually see. I said, remembering this is a Jerry Springer because I'm like, this look like a whole. Oh, my bad, y'all. This is like a whole. It could be a Jerry Springer episode right here, where she worked out right there. I like you should. I could just imagine the cameras coming. I'm trying to fix this doggone hell because it's getting all up in my face. So I could just imagine the cameras coming. So I'm gonna see if it's gonna actually, because I'm pre-recording this. So I'm gonna see if it's sometimes they'll be like, oh, this part of the video can't be played because it you can't have violence, you can't have different things of that nature in your video. So I'm gonna play it right now, and I'm gonna.
So this ain't stealing.